What is this outfit? My work uniform. Oh, right. Because I do that. Well, let's not drag this out. Uh-oh. A can of baked beans. Are those cookies? Stolen. But in that touch, there was a threat hidden beneath a thin layer of tenderness. So, don't ruin everything. Got you. Which either... with... I'm not French. And you know, there wouldn't be all these random accidents. The ropes on my wrists and ankles wouldn't even allow me to sit up. Guys. Hello my loves, I'm Degenerate and welcome to That Guy Pisses Me Off. This game was requested. Apparently, they said it was like boyfriend to death. I mean, I'm all about that life, so I decided to try it. It looks like it's gonna be short too. Let us read the little synopsis we have here. We have a whole recipe here too, but because it says a recipe for my favorite soup: 300 grams beef, 1 liter water, 1 onion, 2 carrots, 3 potatoes, a bay leaf, and then the 7th ingredient, you. So sounds like we've got a cannibal on our hands. Let's do the synopsis though. It's really short. Just imagine it's raining outside and there's only one bar open. It's warm, cozy, with delicious drinks. Will you stay this way? Probably. We'll see. Warnings are pretty tame, I guess, because there isn't like a main page, but I will jot them down anyway. Blood, violence, profanity, murder, and more. So, and by the looks of this little recipe here, cannibalism. But we'll see. Loads. Empty, of course. Let us begin. It did say there was gonna be some bugs because it's an alpha mode. Sometimes a smile is nothing more than a harbinger of trouble, especially when it comes from someone who has already lost touch with reality. Damn, I'm so cold. Yeah, damn, I'm so cold here. That's my cue. After all, it was raining outside. The weather was just awful. My bus left, and now I'll have to stand in the pouring rain. The worst part is that almost nothing works anymore. Whoa! Trying to escape the rain, I was lucky enough to spot the only working establishment. More thunder? Good, at least the bar's open. I can sit inside and warm myself up a little. Yeah, ooh, it's nice and fancy in here. Steal that bottle. It's just sitting there. It's cozy in here. I sat down on a high chair to rest. I hate bar stool chairs. They're the worst. The bartender looked at me and smiled. I need something to drink. My throat is parched from running. Order coffee? Order juice. Order a beer. Let's order some juice, because I'm a little baby. The bartender quickly prepares the drink, and within a minute, a glass of juice appears in front of me. I bring it to my lips and take a sip. Sweetness with a slight tartness. Not too sweet, not too sour. Pretty good. Seriously, juice in a place like this? I'm gonna pay you, right? I turn around to the voice in surprise. Oh, you're not even... I thought you were the bartender. I was like, what? No. You want my money, right? The man looked at me questioningly. You gotta slow down for that word. Jesus, that scar runs all the way down. Sorry if that came off harsh. It's just been a while since I've seen anyone walk into a bar and grab juice. I'm just built different. I'm not really into alcohol. Yeah, I can tell. Your eyes kind of give it away. I'm not a beer person. I've never had a beer. The man smiled good-naturedly. Totally forgot to introduce myself. I'm Miro. So, what's your name? Me? Yeah, oh, all caps. No remorse. I guess that's resave? It was a separate one. Because maybe the drink matters. D, nice name. Don't recall seeing you around here before. Thanks. It's my first time in this area, to be honest. Is that so? Well then, welcome. Hope the bar doesn't disappoint you. I'm here almost every day. You definitely look like it.
Got him.
I live nearby, so consider this my second home. Haha. Sometimes I come here just to chat with people and have a good time. I enjoy good company. I don't like socializing with people. I think you're the life of the party. I think you're the life of the party? Okay. Let's just do I enjoy good company. Spending time with people you like is wonderful. Especially if you don't know them. I like meeting new people. We're so alike. We're like this, y'all. Like this. Actually, this bar is good beer. Though I've tried better. There's something about it here. Unique notes. I don't know much about beer, but I guess you're right. The bar was empty. It looks like in such weather, not many people want to go bar hopping. Have you been sitting here all day? All day? Ah, no. No, of course not. I have a job. After work, I come here to relax. Does it help? Oh, it definitely does. And it's cheap here too. I smiled slightly at his honesty. I rarely come to places like this, but the rain... I see. A pause hung between us. The bar is bathed in warm light, and the air is filled with the scent of coffee and alcohol. For a moment, I catch his gaze on me again. He squints slightly as if studying me carefully. Then, with a slight, almost honey smile, oh, homey smile, he leans a little closer. Are you shy? He doesn't ask it mockingly. He doesn't try to embarrass me, he just points out the fact. Nah, I just don't know you well. Sorry. A little bit. Hehe. Let's do that one. I thought so. If you want, I can start being shy too. Alright, you're funny. I don't... Who are you though? Like, seriously. I don't have time to say anything before he suddenly pretends to awkwardly look away. He's staring at me so intently, it makes me feel awkward. Oh no. Are you teasing me? No. Liar. Well, only if a little. This scoundrel's even smiling. He's not ashamed at all. You're smiling, I see. You have a cute smile. See. You know, you have a really nice voice. You're flattering me. Thanks. Is this cute enough for you? I can't really hear you, but I will compliment it anyway. Miro blinks, as if he doesn't immediately realize what you just said. Or what I just said, sorry. My voice. He clearly didn't expect such a comment. For a moment, it seems like he wants to brush it off, but instead he loses all his confidence. I notice how he looks away, then suddenly rubs his neck, as if trying to hide his embarrassment. Well, that was unexpected. He quietly smirks, but I notice a slight blush in his face. Maybe it's just me, but seeing him like this is kind of cute. I didn't think anyone paid attention to that. What? It's like the first thing people pay attention to. I think. I'm just guessing. Miro pretends to pull himself together and smirks, a little wider. But, thanks. I'm glad you enjoy listening to me. He lowers his gaze to the bottle, clearly trying to hide his slight confusion. Or maybe he's just pretending to focus on his drink. If this is copyrighted, you're not gonna hear any of it. The music changed almost imperceptibly. First, a short pause, silence, just a slight crackle from the speakers. Then, the first synth chords. Familiar, warm, a bit retro. I notice how Miro freezes. It's actually pretty loud, so... He doesn't look at me, he just freezes suddenly, squeezing the bottle in his hands. As if the sound hooked him, caught him, pulled him out of his thoughts. And then, the soft flow of the synthesizer, sluggish, mesmerizing, like a neon flash in the night, dissolving in the rhythm of the bass. Yeah. This is my favorite. He says it almost reverently, as if it's not just a song playing right now, but something special. Something that matters. I look at him. Something flickers in my eyes. In his eyes, sorry. The present. He really loves this song. So much that he doesn't even hide it. What is this song? It's an old hit from Neon Spray. Have you heard of this band? I shake my head. Their lyrics are a mix of irony and some kind of desperate challenge. They recorded this track in just one night, and then almost broke up over an argument about who should sing the chorus. Real rebels, but damn talented. Miro seems to have dissolved into the melodies, letting the music pull him along. He puts the bottle down on the table and at some point, without a word, stands up. He looks at me with a warm smile, his gaze soft but somehow determined, and his lips tremble in anticipation. After all, there aren't many people here in this bar, and the music is perfect for doing something more than just sitting. He extends his hand, and the gesture seems unexpected. At the same time, he doesn't insist. It's an invitation, but without pressure. Just a sincere desire to share the moment. Uh-oh. What do you say? Shall we dance? Agree or decline? Let's see what happens. Probably dancing. I look at his outstretched hand, at the gentle smile, the light in his eyes that sparkles with the music. This really matters to him. Not just a dance, not just a song. It's a moment. And he wants to share it. I hesitate for a moment before placing my palm in his. Miro's fingers are warm. He gently squeezes my hand and softly pulls me forward. We get closer. The music envelops us, pulsing in the rhythm of light and sound. He moves effortlessly, naturally, as if the melody itself is guiding him. I try to adjust, awkwardly at first, but he just laughs. Relax. There are no right moves here. Just feel it. I take a deep breath, letting my body move with him. Miro's fingers barely touch my waist, his palm gliding over my back. Guiding, but not forcefully, more playfully. We spin, finding the rhythm, stepping in unison. The music fills us completely. The synths pulse, the bass leads, and the light flashes in time. At some point, Miro laughs, genuinely, loudly, tilting his head back. Do you really like the song that much? You have no idea how much. And he pulls me close so I can feel the rhythm with him. For a few minutes, there is no bar, no past, no future. Only music, only movement, only this moment. The music gradually fades, and the moment dissolves with it. Miro exhales and sits back down, casting a lazy glance at me. Ooh, my god. Not bad, huh? Oh my god. I don't have time to respond. The music switches to a new melody, and the conversation takes a different turn. That abrupt stop scared me a little bit. I thought something was gonna happen. Miro sat across from me. His gaze slid over me and froze somewhere near the edge of the table. What had seemed like interest at the beginning of the evening had now shifted into something else. He looked disappointed. Well then, seems the rain has stopped. Yeah, it seems I stayed too long in the bar. Dang. I got up from my seat and headed for the exit. Miro followed me. It's way darker than it was before. The street was wet and shiny like a glossy postcard. We stopped at the entrance. For a few moments, he was silent, staring into the darkness. We had a nice chat, didn't we? I guess. I wanted to say something, but he suddenly shifted uncomfortably. Another shift in the music. I need to go home. I have, well, things to do. A lot of things. I understand. Goodbye. It was nice meeting you. He took a step back and looked at me as if he was about to say something else, but then changed his mind. His heeled shoes clicked loudly on the sidewalk, growing more distant with each second. He didn't turn around. I stood there, on the wet asphalt, not fully understanding what had just happened. Maybe it's for the best. I'm alive! Miro seems to have never figured out how to talk to you. Wow! I guess a live ending doesn't count. Let's try that again then. What did I do wrong? Maybe we have to pick the beer. Let's do the beer. I pointed at the beer on the menu and then smiled at the bartender. But the bartender sadly informed me that the beer was out. Okay. Well, fine. I'll have to take something else. Alright, f you, game. The coffee here isn't as good as in my favorite place, but it's not bad either. The rain stopped soon after. Too bad all the buses are gone. No worries, I'll order a taxi. What the f? I'm guessing this one? You're so chatty, damn. Many people probably want to shut up. I'll shut you up. That's for sure. Was that even good to say? That was actually pretty mean. No? Actually, this bar has good beer, though I've tried better. There's something about it here. Well, there's none, so let's say nah. He leans forward, propping his chin on his hand, and watches me with mild interest. His smile reminds me of a huge cat about to purr. I think this is a great reason to get to know each other better. What if I don't want to? If you don't want to, then let's pretend we're old acquaintances. Remember how we stole apples in, Zakchevo? Totally. Where? I don't remember places like that in Canada. True, there's no such place here, but we still stole apples there. Totally. That's not true. I was taught not to steal. Well, fine, then I stole and you just watched. And then? Then I ate those apples myself. Wait, why didn't you share them with me? Because you were taught not to steal. And if you don't steal, you don't eat. Now we're not really strangers, right? You're smiling, I see. That was funny. Would this one... Wait, let's save it. I want to see... Could I keep doing that one? Agree? Oh no, we still live! Okay, let's try... This one. Let's say, thanks. You're welcome. Smile more often. Don't tell me what to do. Okay, the music does again. We could do that again. We always live. What if we don't dance? Or let's try flattering then. What if I do? He squints shyly, but there's a hint of mockery in his voice. I snort, but he just grins. Don't you deserve compliments? I just shake my head, but he doesn't give up. Well, now you know I'm an honest flatterer. Beautiful. Alright, let's agree and see what happens now. Okay. Maybe we just have to decline. Let's do that one and then agree. Still no. Okay, so we just have to... it's the dance. It's definitely that part. Let's decline. Or look at his outstretched hand, but I don't hurry to take it. Dancing now? No, thank you. I think I'll sit this one out. Miro doesn't immediately attract his hand. For a few seconds, he just looks at me as if he's evaluating my refusal. Then he just shrugs and smirks. Your choice. He steps back, letting the music take him alone. I watch him move, smoothly, naturally. with his eyes closed, as if the music flows right through him. He smiles to himself, immersed in the rhythm. I just sit and watch, feeling a strange, incomprehensible sensation inside. The music gradually fades, and the moment dissolves with it. Miro exhales and sits back down, casting a lazy glance at me. Not bad, huh? I don't have time to respond. The music switches to a new melody, and the conversation takes a different turn. Bro, why do we keep living? Alright, I'm back. It hasn't even been that long since the last cut. Apparently you're supposed to pick juice the first time. Write your name, obviously. And then I'm gonna redo it. Because I did beer, then juice, and then save that. Okay, so this is different. Apparently we're supposed to pick like all the first options. And then something happens. There we go. Because I was so confused, I don't know what was happening. Miro started thoughtfully stared thoughtfully out the window. By the way, about the rain, I think it already stopped. It really became quiet outside. Indeed, the rain has stopped. Oh my gosh, you scared me. Well, I think it's time for us to go. We've been sitting here for a while. I smile sweetly. Okay, great. We left the bar, the smell of dampness and freshness enveloped my face. I didn't notice how it had gotten dark. It's chilly. Would you like to come with me? It's dark outside. It's dangerous to walk around alone like this. You never know what might happen around the corner. Are you sure you're not a psychopath? Absolutely. My basement is just begging for new souls. You think you're so fucking funny, but seriously, it's really dangerous outside. And I don't want to get hurt by someone else's hands. Oh, I don't want you to get hurt by someone else's hands. Okay. I tilt my head slightly, gazing at his face. Are you worried about me? Miro looks away for a moment, as if pondering his answer, but then smiles softly. Isn't it obvious? It'd be strange if I didn't worry. Yeah. Alright, so we finally got something now. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna call the cab first. We know what to do. I think I'd better call a taxi. See you, Miro. Well, it was nice meeting you. Visiting people on a night like this, really strange. I hope we'll meet again. Oh my god, I'll wait for you. For how long? You're alive for how long, guys? Alright. Well, okay. I'm not opposed. I hope you have a dryer at your place. Don't worry, I have everything we need. We'll figure something out. Thanks! Can't even imagine how I'd be in a taxi right now. Wet. Yeah, wet clothes and rain. The perfect combo to catch a cold. And taxi drivers love to open the windows. Why do they do that in weather like this? Follow me, I know a shortcut. Totally. Wait for me! I'm so eager and happy. We walked along the closed shops and houses. It was fairly quiet, but the fresh air after the rain was a nice touch. The world around fell silent. Only the streetlights cast long shadows on the asphalt. It's quiet today, isn't it? Very. It was like the whole city fell asleep, and it's just us left. How romantic. Ugh. I walk next to Miro, his steps heavy and confident, while mine are light, almost imperceptible. Yes, on the dark street. I snorted and took my phone out of my pocket to check the time and the battery. Can't read that. 15% though? F***. Ugh, my phone is almost dead. Miro looked at me calmly, then smiled. Is your battery dying? Yeah, I hope it lasts until we get to your place. Hey, can I take a look? I've been wanting to change my phone, but I can't decide. What model do you have? Just a regular one? Alright, here you go. He cracks it in half. I handed the phone to Miro and he started spinning it in his hands, examining it. Looks solid. Is it comfortable? Is the camera good? Totally. Yes, but I'm thinking more about messaging apps than the camera. Miro kept inspecting my phone. Got it. You often talk to someone on the go, like now? He casually swings the phone in his hands, as if juggling, and suddenly, a snap. The phone slips out and falls into the grate of the storm drain. Oh no! Oh, I thought it was in half, but I guess this is either way bad. Hey, what are you doing? That's my cool red phone. I rushed to the spot where it fell, but the phone was already deep under the grate, sinking into the dirty water. Bro, damn, sorry. I did it by accident. It just slipped out of my hands. Your cold, dead hands. Are you serious? How are we supposed to get it now? I don't think we're supposed to get it at all. Miro leaned over, peering into the storm drain. This is going to be tough. We'll have to call a plumber or something. He straightens up and puts his hand on my shoulder, speaking quite softly. Hey, don't worry, it's just a phone. Bro. I know this sucks, but the most important thing right now is to get... Stop playing with me. Is to get home and warm up. You're not even trying to help. What do you suggest, huh? Should we open the storm drain right now? Believe me, it's useless. You're not alone, okay? Everything will be fine. It's just a phone. His words sound calm, but there's something insistent in them, as if he's actually happy with the outcome. I feel strangely isolated and vulnerable. What now? Alright, we'll figure something out. Oh! We went up to his floor. The house was full of strange sounds. I have a bit of a mess of a home. Oh, I have a bit of a mess at home. Don't mind it. Haha. I mind. I looked around. The air was heavy with the smell of alcohol, cigarettes, and something else. Faint, but strange. You have a nice place here. Nice? You know, this is probably the first time someone has said that. But I'm glad you like it. Get used to it. Do you often have guests? Of course. Though rarely does anyone stay. Why? Well, you know, usually people lose their heads over me. Literally. His voice was friendly, but something in that response made me shiver. I tried to smile, but the smile came out crooked. Listen, maybe it's time for me to go. You've already done so much for me. Thank you, really. I guess I had to catch a ride, or... Are you scared? What? Scared? No. Oh, shit. You're lying. Your eyes are darting and your hands are shaking. Ugh. He extends his hand without breaking eye contact, and I notice he was holding something in his palm. In moments like this, you need to relax. Want to give it a try? What are you... He quickly pressed a cloth to my nose, and immediately I felt a strong smell. Chemical. Sharp. Shh. Let's not make any noise, okay? I got you. I collapsed to the floor. Last thing I saw was a cloth pressed to my face. After that, my eyes closed. How exciting. Ooh, we have the meter and everything. Okay, I'm seeing it now. I got you, I got you. I woke up again in this place. It's giving Lawrence mixed with straight a little bit. I got you. The apartment complex. Okay. Alright, okay. I wake up again in this place. My hands ached painfully. My body was tightly tied to the chair. I tried to move my legs, but nothing happened. Well, since we're here now, might as well do that. Bam! A blurry image appeared before my eyes. A dirty floor, peeling walls, empty bottles on the floor, on the table, even on the bookshelf. There's a bookshelf? My heart started pounding as if trying to break free. My body remained still, like a carved doll. My hands, feet, and chest, everything, was tightly bound with ropes to a wooden chair. We get a chair, y'all. So, positive right there. The rough, skin-biting hemp was digging into my wrists and ankles. Even my head felt like it was nailed down my neck. Oh, nailed down, my neck barely moved. A faint noise came from the kitchen. Miro cheerfully, almost carefully, carefree voice was humming something under his breath. I couldn't see him, but he was definitely nearby. I don't know what that says, but he's definitely singing something. Yup, more singing. Miro. Oh, Dee, you're awake. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. How are you doing? So well? I really thought I killed you by accident. What? It was just chloroform. Well, you know, I could have just strangled you. I guess. How can you talk about such things so calmly? Scream. Oh my god! Silence. Ask what's going on. Hey guy, what's going on? You're cute, but business is business. I am? What are you talking about? Now I'm completely confused. What does he need me for? Please don't say blood. Please don't say blood. You'll find out soon. Wait here. Where am I gonna go? I pressed my lips together, watching Miro walk into the next room. What business is he talking about? Maybe it's monkey business. Indeed. There was a noise and a creak from the room. Looks like Miro was looking for something. Power tools? I don't know what that says. Maybe you'll share something interesting about yourself while I put on my pants? What? You didn't have pants on? What is he planning to do? What? When I woke up, you were singing. What language is that? Oh, I thought you were still unconscious at the moment. Haha. Well, never mind. I'm already dressed. What the fluck? He had clothes on. Before. Did he change? Is he changing outfits? The door creaked nearby, sending shivers down my spine. I don't want to dirty my clothes. You f*** ass. What's happening? You're a freak. What is this outfit? My work uniform. Oh, right. Because I do that. Well, let's not drag this out. Uh-oh. The client is already waiting? Client? Miro brought the knife to my shirt and then sharply pressed the blade. Oh! Not my shirt. It hurts. Damn! That is a big knife. Oh my gosh. He's trying to compensate for something, I think. Try not to twitch too much. I want to do this carefully. A red stain appeared on my t-shirt. Yeah, hearing this music? It's definitely, it sounds like the song that plays in Strays Route, the original one, not the new one. So, sounds very similar. Nausea rose in my throat. It was incredibly painful. Oh my god, I know. Clients have been paying too much attention to details lately. I mean, they want the product to be intact. Okay, what is the product? I'm not a product. Do you realize this is illegal? Yes, obviously. I don't make much working on the production line. Why don't you change jobs? Because I like it. Besides, I've already found a side job, as you can see. I'm doing it right now. I mean, there are many jobs where you don't have to. Miro stopped. He looked intrigued. Maybe this will help me slow him down a little. I don't fully understand what you're doing, but you could do something else without hurting others. True, I could work as a waiter, or work as a construction worker, or drive a taxi. So what's stopping you? A pleasant shiver runs through me at the sight of those scared eyes. I swallowed loudly. Seems like our conversation only made things worse. That's enough. I'm not going to deal with you all night. Okay. Besides you, I've got plenty of things to do. Eat Klaus, cook dinner, and finally fix the string. Looks like he decided to tell me his entire daily routine. I don't know what that says. I completely forgot about the rent bill. I'm better off. At least my limbs are still attached. Klaus? Who? I flinched from the suddenness. This is actually really funny. I can't. This is really funny. I like this. I thought it was his cat. What? Is there someone else here? When was the last time I paid the electricity bill? How the hell am I supposed to know that? It's your apartment. Oh my god. Klaus, I asked you to write this down. No fucking way, what? If you need it, you write it down. Just fuck off already. What the hell is going on here? Uh-oh. He's speaking a different language. He's mad. Oh, I think he's even more mad. Speak normally, I don't understand your bullshit. Every time you start blabbing in Chinese, they can't understand a thing. I don't think that's Chinese. I don't give a damn about your bills. This is like... What just happened? Oh, I moved this tail. I don't understand. Is it that hard to do what I ask you just once? What is going on? No, yeah, save it. I wanna keep just listening. I don't know, it's entertaining. And stopping him from stabbing me more, so. I suddenly pressed my lips together, watching the situation. Oh, shit. What? Yes is- oh. I think I was gonna say yes is hard. That's it, get out of here. I have a lot of things to do. I don't have time for you right now. Fuck you. It became quieter. I exhaled. Finally, they fell silent. We can continue. Maybe their arguing wasn't so bad. I try to make it last as long as possible. And more painful. I was about to argue, but he suddenly stabbed me in the stomach. Oh! Ouch! My stomach, uh-oh. So what? Ugh! Stop! Why would I? Like, this is my job. I gotta clock in. If you stay quiet, then fine. I'll do everything quickly. Got you. Miro pulled the knife down, cutting through my skin. My clothes soaked in blood and darkened. I was supposed to cut your fingers. Dang. What? But I got distracted? I don't think it's a problem. I do. Oh, kick him! Ow! Finally, collecting my thoughts, I frowned and sharply kicked towards Miro. The rope, had loosened during this time. Take this, bastard! Hi-ya! Spread out eagle for me? Okay. Miro crashed to the ground, and his knife landed right by my feet. I started struggling until one of my hands finally broke free. I grabbed the knife and cut through the remaining ropes to finally free myself. I'm finally free! But what should I do now? Start stabbing? Let's keep saving. Try to attack? Stop it, game. Don't say that. Miro falls. A dull thud against the floor. I throw myself on top and pin him down. He doesn't resist, doesn't fight. He just watches. So, his voice is quiet, but not frightened. Sounds like he's just curious. I grip the knife tighter. Don't move. That's funny. Hello? Huh? Oh! Scared me a little bit. Sorry. Oh, sorry, you're probably waiting for the continuation. I understand, but the thing is, I haven't figured out what happens next. I know it sounds weird, haha. How about this? As an apology, I'll show you something. What do you think? Wait, what? Is he like talking to me? Sure. Hold on, let me try to find it. Where is it? Ah, here it is. This is for you as an apology. Cute, right? I guess. Now I'll bring you back to the choice. And don't click here again. What? I guess we're leaving? Okay, we're leaving. Gripping the knife tighter, I headed for the exit. I need to get out of here. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Hello? Looks like there are 3 passages here. 3? There's a bath to the right. I don't think I need to go there. Open the door in front. Open the door to the left. Return to the hall. What is happening in this game? This one. I want to go back really quick. No. I thought we were friends. Well, fine. If you don't want to, then. Oh! Wait, what? Let me see the full thing. Oh, I can't even see. It's too... the light ricocheting. But no, yeah, it says there's a door to the left, and then we could return to the hall, or open the door in the front. Are we all as curious as I am about the door to the left? Yes. Swallowing, I approached the door on the side. It smelled strangely from it. Oh yeah, okay, so it smells like shit. The smell reminded me of something dead. Yeah, shit. It usually smelled like this in abandoned places. Shit. Shitty. When we walked down the corridor of this house, the smell was similar. Open the door. Don't touch it and step away. There's like a stain on the door. Alright, let's do that. We're gonna open anyway. Grabbing the handle, I slowly turned it. Oh! What the? Did it just blink? I can't understand you. Before I could retreat, he grabbed my hand. His fingers tightened around my forearm. Do you enjoy playing cat and mouse? I'm just exploring my options here. I tried to break free, but his grip was like iron pincers. Pincers? Pincers? Yeah. Let me go! I jerked, trying to break free, but he squeezed my hand even tighter. He grabs my other hand, the one where I tightly clutched the knife. Let go! I'm warning you! Well, the knife looks shorter now. It's good. When it's in my hands, it's like really short. Warning me. That's cute. Is it? The truth is, warnings only work when you... Wait, what? Oh. When you harder? Miro squeezed my forearm tighter, and the knife slipped from my fingers, hitting the floor with an unpleasant metallic click. Or clink? Yeah. I screamed, but he only grunted, kicking the knife further from us. You know, I even like that you tried. Thank you. I always do. I wanted to say something, but my tongue felt like it was stuck to the roof of my mouth. Miro suddenly kicked me in the stomach. Oh! I tried to resist, but his strength seemed insurmountable. Big word there, but I got it. Let go, please! Let me go! I jerk my arm, but his fingers sink even deeper into my forearm. Miro doesn't even look at me. His gaze fixed somewhere ahead, as if this whole scene is just another item on his list. Uh-oh. In a moment, and I was back tied to the chair. The rope tightened around my wrist so tightly that my fingers immediately started tingling. I was gasping, struggling to hold back the tears that threatened to burst. Finally, Miro tightly pulled the last knot. He straightened up, ran his hand through his hair as if nothing had happened. "I'll kill you! I'm not afraid of you!" I frowned, still trying to appear brave. Come on, we both know it's a lie. The fear is right there in your eyes. It's a beautiful fear, by the way. Sincere. A rarity these days. I just gritted my teeth. You made such an escape, put in so much effort. For what? To crawl into a closet? You have a talent for finding dead ends. Haha. Alright, that word. Back to square one. You know how they say in rock, it's not about how you start a song, but how you finish it. He straightened up, stepping back a step, his arms lazily crossing over his chest. His gaze was deceptively soft. This is wrong. Wrong. You know, I've never understood what that word even means. It's so boring. Miro tilted his head, as if enjoying his own words, then suddenly spun around and headed down the corridor. Wait here, although, where will you go? Ugh. A sarcastic laugh echoed as he disappeared around the corner. Seconds stretched into eternity, and I heard his slow footsteps approaching the closet. Then a light creak of the floor. Door. I yanked my hands, but the ropes dug even deeper into my wrists. My heart pounded wildly. What are you doing? You're so curious. That whole sentence. His tone was even, almost good-natured, like someone explaining the rules of a board game. In a moment he returned, and behind him, dragging his feet, came the guy. He looked... I can't! Yo, I just... I'm back to my roots, yo! What is happening? I should just left. This shit is giving... I put on a black wig and turned into a real Korean. I know.
My name is Penny.
He looked like a shadow of a person. Pale, with sunken eyes and sloped shoulders. His face showed complete indifference, as if everything happening wasn't happening to him. Who is this? An old acquaintance of mine. Oh my god. Speak, King. He's a modest guy, doesn't really like talking. And looking at people too! But you will surely appreciate his talent. He has a talent? Oh, he's looking at me! Miro leaned toward the guy, almost gently patting him on the shoulder, like an old friend. Sergey. His name is Sergey. Dear, how long are you gonna keep looking at that gloomy face? Oh my gosh. He placed the knife in his hands with such ease, as if handing over a cup of tea. Tea? Stop talking. Look at how big the knife got in his hands. Stop it. You seem to know how to hold the knife. Great. Now imagine you're an artist. An artist? And our dear friend is your canvas. Do you understand where I'm going with this? You can't. Oh, but you can. Can't you? Or you just don't want to? Probably the second one. It's not the same thing. Sergey shook his head. Oh my god, this game is so silly. As if trying to push away foreign thoughts, but the knife kept trembling in his hand. Don't complicate things. Just take a step. The blade will do the rest. This is wrong. You're telling me. I'm the one tied to a fucking chair. You talk like there's anything truly right in this world. Oh my god, emo. Who even decides what's right or wrong? You? Me? Or those people who looked at you like you were nothing your whole life? Come on. Come on. You don't have to do this. Like, I'm telling you. I've seen the river. I'm like, Sergey took a step closer. The air became unbearably quiet. Only his heavy breathing broke the dead silence. Well, artist, the first stroke is always the hardest, but you'll manage. For me? It's the hardest for me. Sergey's gaze darted, first at me, then down, then off to the side. Everywhere but. Yo. He finally decided to speak, but his voice was so quiet that the words were barely distinguishable. I'm sorry. It's okay, buddy. I get it. His voice trembled, just like the hand gripping the knife's handle. You were just sleeping in the closet? Wait a minute. Then stop. I can't. It's in my code. Sergey's gaze shot back towards Miro, who stood by the wall, watching every movement. Sorry. I continued to whisper, but a little quieter. Stop listening to him. We can escape. I'm telling you, bitch, that shit don't fucking work. That doesn't work. They don't listen. They're just like, sorry, and then they push it on a fight upstairs, and then you get set on fire. And then they ask the stupidest question known to man. Can you guess? Are you gonna kill D? You don't understand. He'll just kill us both. He's holding you here against your will. Do I have a choice? You always have a choice. Sergey exhaled and slightly shook his head. Sorry, What are we doing? Oh my god, we continue from there. Go back. Just go back. I'm gonna save it right there. Because we know the scream is coming, so let's not scream. We're not gonna do that. Sorry. I can't! Stab. Sergey asked, I asked you nicely, no shouting? Wait, what? I'm sorry, my phone is like... Sergey, I asked you nicely, no shouting, no hysteria, no blood on the walls, just quietly. And he's just as tall as him too, like slightly taller. Guys. Like, this is literally if all three of them met at the same time. We all see what's happening here though, right? I don't have to like say it. Miro approached Sergey and placed his hand on his shoulder as if comforting him. You weren't against helping me a little. After all, we're friends. So, Sergey stood like a stone. He didn't move, didn't breathe. Didn't breathe either? F***. You know, sometimes I think, maybe you're just not listening to me at all. That's hurtful. He grunted and turned to me. And you, D, looking at him like that, right into his soul. Came out, touching. Okay. He paused, as if about to say something seriously, but just smirked. Well, since you found some common ground, spend time together. Maybe it will bring you closer. Untying the rope, he grabbed me by the scruff. Okay. Then Sergey and dragged us toward the corridor. With one motion, he threw open the cupboard door, tossing us inside. In the closet together? 7 minutes. I got you! I got you. Yeah. Me right after. Not roughly, not hurriedly. Like he was arranging furniture. Yes. The door slammed shut. You're lucky, by the way. It's not that cramped here. Rest. I'll be back later with ideas. Oh my god. Write them down too. Make sure you remember. After which Miro left, tapping his heels. Sergey leaned against the wall. He's lying. We're not friends. We never were. Oh, now you want to start talking. Now you want to start yapping. Man, start speaking French with whom I like. How about that? Bonjour, motherfucker. I lowered my head. I knew this. But it didn't make it any easier. To be continued is crazy. Like... Wow, is he on the toilet? Anyways, what if we screamed? Bam. Hello? I screamed! I'm literally screaming. What? Oh, okay, okay, that's different. Sorry. No, I can't. Sergey trembles, his fingers barely holding the knife. He looks at me with horror, his chest heaving. You can, you just don't know it. Oh my god. Miro slowly moves closer, his hand gliding over Sergey's wrist, grabbing his fingers firmly. Please. He tries to pull his hand back, but Miro's grip becomes ironclad. Calm down. Let me help. Miro gently guides his movements, letting the blade downward slowly, deliberately. The tip touches the skin. Sergey inhales sharply. No! No! Please! That long-ass fucking knife, like what? I jerk, but the ropes only dig deeper into my wrists, like a snake squeezing its prey. In Sergey's eyes, true, all-consuming terror. I don't want to! Tears cloud his eyes, but Miro only smirks, continuing to move his hand. You wouldn't leave a guest hungry, would you, Sergey? That would be rude. And before he can object, the blade sinks into the flesh. Lovely. That's my scream in pain. A sharp flash of pain explodes in my body, pulsing in my temples. Dark spots dance before my eyes. I see Sergey's fingers tremble as he tries to break free, but Miro doesn't give him a chance. They're not even like... Do they have a chip in their brain or something? What's happening here? Neither of them had any type of like constrictive chains or nothing. Niggas are just willing to get thrown into closets and shit. Oh my god. See? It's not that difficult. He drives the blade deeper, his voice almost gentle, as if teaching a child to write the first letters. I can't. Sergey's voice cracks. He chokes on sobs, but his hand keeps moving under someone else's control. My lips part, but I can no longer scream. Blood runs down my skin, dripping onto the floor. The knife slowly glides across my skin. At first, I only feel the cold blade, then sharp, piercing pain. Stop! Stop it! Look at my health bar! Spare me! Please, don't. Sergey's voice is muffled, lifeless. He doesn't even try to intervene. He just watches as blood drips onto the floor. I scream in fear. Hot. Too hot. Pain pulses, spreading in waves through my body. Okay, I'm fucking dead. Miro continues, methodically, carefully, as if preparing meat for dinner. That's better. Yeah, so much better now that I'm dead. Somewhere on the edge of consciousness, a question flickers. How many people have sat in this same place before me? A lot. The image in front of my eyes blurs. The sound of dripping blood merges with the dull thud of my heart. Don't worry, we're using you wisely. Really, nigga, bro? Like, ugh. The last thing I hear before the word finally fades away, fades away, sorry, is Miro's quiet laugh. You died. They sliced you into soup. Delicious, Alright, so that's a dead end. So, we're gonna go here. We're gonna not touch it and step away. Let's return to the hall. I returned from the hallway to the living room. My heart was pounding. My ears were ringing. And there was a taste of fear in my mouth. I meant to slip away for a while, but I knew this wasn't over yet. Miro was nowhere to be seen, which was strange. Did he leave? How did he even get past me? Alright, now I need to think about how to get out of here. Look around the apartment, look around the room. Okie dokie, artichokey. This one leads to a to be continued or death. So I will be overriding that. Let us look around the apartment. I decide to inspect the apartment. Go to the kitchen. Go to the cabinet. Look at the discs of... Go to the kitchen. Ooh. A can of baked beans. Are those cookies? Stolen. I need to treat the wound somehow. Maybe there's ice in the fridge, or at least a bottle of water. I don't really want to use the water in this house. It might be just ordinary, but who knows. Open the fridge. I approached the fridge, reached for the handle and held my breath. Do something cold that might help. Oh! Look at this shit. Yikes. A single banana? Guys. The shelves are filled with meat. Too much meat. Too carefully packed. Too human. My head spun. No! This can't be. This is not... I slammed the door, as if I could erase what I had seen. My stomach tightened, either from fear or disgust. I didn't know, which was stronger. I approached the sink, trying not to breathe too deeply. Each breath shot pain through me. Blood soaked my shirt on my stomach. I had to lift it to see the wound. Not too deep, but enough to cut my breath in half. I turned on the tap, and ice-cold water poured over my hands. Damn. Damn, this hurts. I scooped water into my palms. Oh, with my palms, whoopsies. And splashed on the wound. The pain struck me like an electric shock. For a second, everything blurred in front of my eyes. I grabbed the edge of the sink to keep from falling. The water at the bottom of the sink turned scarlet and continued to turn pink. I knew it was useless. This water wouldn't wash away fear. It wouldn't drown the adrenaline. But I still have to move. I have to get out of here. Hey, what are you doing here? Let me go, you bastard! Now that's hurtful. Do you really think of me that way? Miro stood right behind me. I could feel his disgusting smile, the most vile of all the ones I've seen. Why didn't you run away? I gave you plenty of time. I even pretended I didn't hear. I couldn't. You locked the door. Did he? I didn't even check! Right, it slipped my mind. Oh, so if I go back and try it again, it's gonna be locked? Correct! Okay, this knife is broken. So, I need to get that fixed. You never thought about... I felt his breath on my neck, warm, disgusting, sticky. Why do I love torturing people so much? I just sniffled, unable to respond. Sometimes I think I'm just... fucking crazy. The blade touched my neck. I don't know any other way. We could have been good friends. The hell are you talking about, you crazy? That's why we're not friends. That knife is broken too. You died. You've bored Miro. How about you go fuck yourself? How about that? Okay. What if I went... Look around the apartment. We could do that. We could go to the kitchen and immediately go to the tap water. Okay. I approached the sink, trying not to breathe too deeply. Every breath was painful. The blood soaked through all my clothes on my stomach. I had to lift them to see the wound. Not too deep, but enough to cut my breath in half. I turned on the tap, and ice-cold water poured over my hands. Damn, this hurts! I scooped the water with my palms and placed it on the wound. The pain hit me like an electric shock. Pikachu. Okay, so it actually is different. You just go to the water first. For a second, everything blurred in front of my eyes. I grabbed the edge of the sink to keep from falling. The water at the bottom of the sink turned crimson and kept turning pink. I knew it was pointless. This water won't wash away fear. It won't flood adrenaline. But I still have to move. I have to get out of here. Uh-oh! You're dying here, right? Maybe. Klaus reached for the fridge and pulled out a piece of raw meat, pink red, dripping with blood. And then he sank his teeth into it as if it were an apple. He chewed slowly, lazily. Don't call Miro, please. Just let me go. What? He's in the bathroom right now, talking to the mirror again. What the hell? You're of no use to him right now. I have no idea what he's making up in there. What the f? Talking to yourself in the mirror? What? Okay. Whatever. What did he say? I have no idea what he's making up in there. Maybe he's friends with his reflection. Psycho. Listen. Let me out. Just open the door. Klaus bursts out laughing, as if he just heard the best joke of his life. Ah! Are you serious? You think I'm here to help you? Are you fucking crazy? Are you? I'll stab you. He approached, his steps predatory, exuding a raw threat. I'm not holding you. Okay, that's fine. But this is Miro's apartment. That means it's his business, not mine. He bit into it again, blood dripping from the meat onto the floor. Just sit. Okay? You can die, and I'll be glad to get rid of your corpse. Oh. And it seems to me that Miro is done already. You're fucked. What? Okay, that was the kitchen. Love the kitchen, by the way. Look around the apartment. The cabinet. What the fuck? You can touch stuff? Oh, shit! Small cabinet with shelves. On top is a record player, and a TV is sitting next to it. At the bottom, many music discs. This guy is really obsessed with music. On the other hand, it's better than if it were some creepy videos. Please, game. It might be strange standing here reading notes, knowing that Miro is somewhere around. Keep looking around, read the notes. Sure. Or, well... we know how to get here. Read the notes. I took the first note. Okay, the essence. Trying something more mellow last time was a mess. No, darkness, sadness. Yes, bean. Guitar pick. Okay. 69 420 and then 666. Hilarious. Cats, little kittens. Dropped the cup, nudging noises, bowl is full. I'm gonna move on from that. All that was is dust, all that comes is smoke, but I'm still standing. These are song lyrics. Beef, potatoes, carrot, onion, garlic, water, spices. Okay, this was definitely written by Miro. Poems, cats and ingredients for some dish, a strange combination. Though considering he likes to cook, it makes sense, but why the cats here? Maybe it's just a stream of consciousness. Or he wrote down whatever came to mind first. I took the second note. Lock me in that bathroom again and I will f you up. This isn't Miro anymore. I think it was written by that guy, the dolphin. The dolphin? It looks like a shark. What's happened between them? I took the third note. It would be nice to buy some new tools. The knife gets sharpening too. Learn to clean up after them, dumbass. Yes, here it is. The family idol. One leaves knives everywhere, the other scolds him for it. Very touching. I snort, but barely move. A flash of pain in my stomach makes me wince. Damn, my wound. I need to find something to stop the bleeding. I need to treat the wound somehow. Maybe there's ice in the fridge? Or at least a bottle of water. I don't really want to use the water in this house. It might just be ordinary, but who knows? Okay, we still end up doing, getting to the kitchen, so it's really just that. Death. Right? We go back here, look around, cabinet, read the notes, do the water, and then we die again. Or no, to be continued. We go here, apartment again. Let's look at the cabinet, then keep looking around. I decide to inspect the apartment. Discs. What the fuck is that? I stealthily approach the disc box, trying not to make a sound. Maybe there's something useful here. On top, neatly arranged music discs. Some in worn boxes, others as if brand new. I ran my fingers over the covers, recognizing a few titles. He really is obsessed with music. On the opposite side, there were some records. Read the notes, don't touch anything. Yeah, we're gonna read, but we're gonna do that. I took the top one. The paper is clean, slightly yellowed, but without a single spot of dirt. The handwriting is clear, as if written... what? Thoughtfully? Yeah, carefully. Here's what I've noticed. The heartbeat speeds up with fear. What's the BPM of 4 rhythm changes with emotions? Fear fast, but erratic. Anxiety. Slow build-up. Rising like... what is that? Oh, it's a song's intro. What if the heat starts beating off rhythm? This is even touching, almost, if you forget who it belongs to. The next one is longer, clear, neat points, like in instructions. Oh, I can't read that. How long has he been doing this? This little sheet has clearly seen a lot. Oh! I really don't want to know the subtext. Oh! My gosh. Enough, that's it. This isn't a box of discs. It's a damn portal into this mind. I need to treat the wound to find a way out. I don't know how much longer Miro will be gone. Okay, so we always end up in this damn kitchen. We meet the SeaWorld version of Ren. Don't touch anything. Let it lie as it is. And then we go back to the kitchen, and then we see SeaWorld Ren. Got you. Okay. Look around the room. We never did that, right? Or apartment. Discs, kitchen. Got you. Room. Maybe there's something useful in his room. Oh my god. I quietly enter the room, trying not to touch anything. You ran away from Miro? Uh-oh. Please don't call him. I wasn't going to. Let him catch you himself. Okay. You're his problem, not mine. I just want to get out of here. Like, well, good for you. Can I ask you something? You fuck. Go ahead. Are you a dolphin? Is that really what it says? I skipped a whole page of fucking saves. Oh my god. Yo, I hate that I did that. I bet this would lead to immediate death, though. Alright, either way, we're gonna explore this. Are you his victim too? Are you a couple? Are you a dolphin? Help me escape. Can I use the computer? We're gonna do all of them, obviously. But let's start at the top. Me, a victim? Ah! What the hell kind of imagination do you have? Have you even looked at me? Who's more likely the victim here, me or you? Let me guess, you thought I was just sitting here, suffering and waiting to be rescued? No. Well, no. I'm here of my own free will, and I'm fine with it. Alright. Are you a couple? What? Unbelievable. That's worse than thinking I was his victim. Alright, f you. No, we're not a couple. Though sure, I'm probably his only stable connection in life. You might as well ask if we're married. And really, if I ever gave Miro a reason to think I was his boyfriend, he'd blow my brains out. Or worse, he'd marry me. Buy a summer house, get a dog, and we'd live out our days in a quiet house by the sea. By the sea, huh? What a disgusting thought. So no, we just live together. Like roommates. With very, very specific interests. What? Are you a dolphin? What? You said that on purpose. Just to piss me off. Because if not, you've got serious problems with your eyes and brain. A dolphin? A dolphin? What the hell is even in your head? You see shark fins, teeth, a tail, and your first guess is a f***ing dolphin? Dolphin? Klaus turned away dramatically, tapping his thigh in irritation. It's okay, buddy. Help me. Yeah, right. Give me a reason. I'll suck your dick. Miro will kill me. Exactly, but that's not my problem. Yes, nothing is ever your problem. If I wanted to save people, I'd be working for the Red Cross, not living here. So good luck. You don't bother me and I won't bother you. Oh my god. Can I use the computer? Yeah, sure. Just sit down and type an essay about your tragic fate. You know what? Go through the computer. I don't care. Miro's gonna kill you soon anyway. Kind of funny to see how you'll shit yourself when you find something. Are you serious? Absolutely. Go on. Turn it on. I'm actually curious what moment will make you howl first. Okay. It sat down at the computer. Look at all these, like, unfinished cigarettes. Well, there's two. But, like, why? Alright. Miro's not here yet. Okay, why is there a bra there? To my knowledge, there are no women here. What is this box of stuff?
Hey, yo!
Guys, what? Handcuffs on the bed frame? Just stop. This definitely makes me uneasy. But while I've got time, I should at least try to get online. Alright, let's see. Oh my god, with the fucking cats. I swear to fuck. God, what an awful wallpaper. It's not that bad. Actually, is it? What is this document? Oh my god. Looks like the books aren't helping him much. Another entry, learning to talk about myself, step 3. I'm still doing this. Why? Probably because I really don't have anyone to talk to. You know, it's funny. I've always thought I was interesting, smart, with good taste, something to say. The moment I start talking, there's this flicker in their eyes, like they're looking for a way out. Like I've done something wrong. When really I was just trying to be myself. I tried, honestly. I tried to change, smile more, speak more simply, joke softer. I thought if I just adjusted a little, I'd be accepted, but no. Still wrong, or in the wrong place, or with the wrong people. You know, I'm not weird, I'm just not on their level. It's not arrogance. It's just a fact. But still, sometimes I wonder, what if someone someday actually wants to understand? Okay. What else is here? A website, a cute website with kittens? No. Judging by the reviews, it works well. He came up with such a lame design. Like, it should have been all bloody with skulls, you know? I love cats, but this idiot puts them everywhere. Wait, who loves cats? You or him? We're seriously discussing the design of a site that sells human body parts? Yikes. Skulls would ruin the vibe. Kittens create a calm atmosphere. That'd be fine if you didn't slap them all over the place. What the hell? What is happening? Do you like my site? Please just say yes. Alright, I can see you do. You know, I like you. Too. Smart and quick-witted. I grew wary, not understanding what he was getting at. I was thinking, maybe you shouldn't run? I have a vacancy, easy work, great conditions. Either you work for me, or you work for me. What? You get what I mean? Trust me. You're gonna like it. I guarantee it. Oh my god. Yo, this is some ridiculous shit right here. Okay. None of this... This is kind of sort of a dead end as well. What's here? Look around. Okay, there we go, yeah. The room one is that. If you open the door, you just get Dollar General Lawrence, and then you go here. Alright, let's try the front door. We never did it. I approach the door, my heart pounding in my chest. Rattle the handle, don't touch the door. Okay, I feel like that's just gonna lead you to... I hid, freezing next to the door. From behind the wall where the bathroom was, came the sound of water splashing and someone's quiet voice. I listened carefully. It was Miro. Alright, it's fine. He looks scary enough. Enough. It was as if he was trying to convince himself. The main thing is not to panic, not to seem weak. And the smile's a must. Don't be afraid to smile. They need to see who's the boss here. Oh my god, he's terrible at this. For a second his voice faltered, a hint of doubt, almost a plea, could be heard. I froze, not believing my ears. Behind the mask of a self-satisfied madman, there was someone vulnerable. Someone who was desperately afraid of not being scary. Chills ran down my spine. I quickly moved away from the door before he noticed my presence. Better not to take any risks. Let's go back to the front and touch it. Or, well, what if we just don't touch it again? Okay, yeah. Go there and then rattle it. I carefully grasped the cold handle and tugged. The door didn't even budge. It's locked. Without a key, I can't get out of here. And then we just go back. Okay, it seems as if we've done everything. Except for... Wait a quick hot second. Okay, sorry. Just wanted to see it one more time. Let's sit quietly. Oh, wait. That was after this, though. I wanted to come back here and do this. He said, shut up, y'all. Ow! I suddenly pressed my lips together, watching the situation. Yes, what? Yes, it's hard. Oh. You just end up here. You just get that let's not say stupid, actually. That was actually pretty good. I will say, that was actually quite intriguing. Okay, sit quietly. Let's see what that does. You don't even flinch. You don't scream. You don't beg. His voice, admiring, almost gentle. Your skin is so warm and soft. It's like it's begging to be touched. I don't answer. I just watch. Watch as he leans in closer. It's like he's testing my limits. Where will I snap? Will I scream? Will I cry? I won't give him that. It's not a sound. The mask on his face makes his voice muffled. Strange. As if it's not a person speaking, but a machine. You know, you're beautiful when you fight. So alive. But not for long. He drives the knife into my stomach. Again. Scream. Oh wait, never mind. Well, we could start saving there then. Let's be silent. He pulls back for a second, admiring how you writhe in pain. You wanted me to be honest, right? Well, here's the truth. It feels good. Pure in some way. Intimate. Die. Heh. You first. It's romantic, right? Together to the very end, just in a different order. He drags the knife along my skin, almost dreaming. The blade catches a cut. Pain flares with a sharp, dull cry, deep in my stomach. Does it hurt? Of course it fucking hurts! He takes me by the chin, lifting my face slightly to meet his eyes. I see delight in his gaze. Crazy, cold delight. You monster! Fucking monster! We're not gonna do anything. You're trembling. It's actually kind of cute. You could have tried, at least pretending to fight, but no. You choose to just wait. I don't like passive viewers. I froze. Even breathing was hard. My body wouldn't respond. Only pain and fear remained. Shh. It's alright. My throat tightened. I cried. Not from pain. From helplessness. From how it all ended. Fingers cold and sticky slid down my cheek, wiping away a tear. Miro leaned in closer, whispering almost tenderly. Thank you for this evening. You made it special. No. The world began to melt. Light scattered into patches. Noise faded into rustling. Everything blurred. And in the final moment, he stopped. The knife no longer piercing my flesh. Miro was silent. Interesting. Perhaps you're lucky. He smirks, but something shifts in his eyes. See you around. Uh-oh. Just punch me? Slap? Hello? Where? What is this? I tried to sit up, but just hit my head painfully on the ceiling. My head is pounding and my whole body aches. I don't understand what's happening. Feels like I'm moving somewhere? No, this must be a dream. I'm in a car? Stopped? Why is it so quiet? Ah! Morning, sleepyhead. We've got a fun day ahead of us, you and I. What's going on? Why are we in a forest? Long story, but you'll see it all for yourself. After that, Miro blindfolded me with a piece of cloth. With cold hands, he wrapped his arms around me, pulled me out of the car, and carried me. It was strange. Maybe I'm in purgatory. It was so peaceful around. Birds, fresh air, rain. I found myself in a chair again. My stomach didn't hurt. Looks like Miro bandaged it. Now I only felt hunger. You're joking, right? Miro? Oh! What is this place? Why is there a camera here? You behave so well, a true gift of fate. He clapped his hands like a happy child and let out that disgusting giggle again. The perfect candidate for my special show. Just a few minutes. I'll start the show for those bastards on the other side of the screen. His eyes sparkled in the dim light, full of vile anticipation. Panic gripped me. Every second dragged like an eternity, and the camera blinked, its red recording light slowly, almost mockingly. He turned to the camera, stroking its body like it was something alive. Miro suddenly turned to me and leaned in so close his lips almost brushed my ear. They don't see you yet. Okay. His voice was sticky, insinuating, with a stifled chuckle in every word. I froze as his fingers lightly ran through my hair. He leaned in and inhaled their scent slowly, deeply, with a disgusting look of satisfaction on his face. Wonderful. I mean, we could totally keep up the silence thing. He straightened up, dramatically spreading his arms as to show me all the beauty of this place. We're deep underground, in an old abandoned wartime bunker. Super cool. His voice echoed strangely off the walls, as if confirming his words. Thick concrete walls, rusty doors, kilometers of forest above our heads. No signal, no people. Just you and me. And the fucking camera! No signal, liar. Bitch ass. Fuck you. He leaned in again, his smile growing even wider, even more deranged. And of course, my dear audience, duh! Welcome to eternity. Yay! I don't like that last part. Alright, what if we screamed? Scream! Scream! No one will hear you here. He straightened up dramatically, spreading his arms to show me. Right, gotcha. Alright, let's go back here, because I think this is like the last bit of stuff we could do. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna sit quietly, then we're gonna scream. He pulls back for a second, admiring how I writhe in pain. You wanted me to be honest, right? Well, here's the truth. It feels good, pure, in some way, intimate. Attack! Attack! Finally collecting my thoughts, I frowned and sharply kicked towards Miro. The rope had loosened during this time. Take this, bastard! Hiya! And we're back here. Quietly scream, let that one go, and then scream again. The world began to melt, light scattered into patches. Noise faded into rustling, everything blurred. And in the final moment, the world sank into darkness. I died! A quiet end for a quiet soul? The meter didn't even go all the way down. That was cheating. I think we did everything. Look at that.
A few moments later.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this part. I asked what's going on, right? Big ass knife. I swear, that knife is like comically large. I've never seen a knife that big. Let's scream. I took a deep breath and screamed with all my might. Help! Wow. You could easily tear your throat with that scream. In any case, this house is full of drunks and drug addicts. What? Who's the drunk and who's the drug addict? Tell me now. No one will hear you. Oh, wait. It's an apartment complex. I was wondering. Bastard! Let me go! You make a lot of noise. I don't like doing this. If you don't stop screaming, I'll have to feed you to the fish. Do it. I dare you. Scream harder. Bitch. Wait. Yeah, scream harder. Help! Please! Wonderful. We've made a decision. Miro grabbed my leg and squeezed tightly. The chair I was sitting on fell to the floor, and I hit my head hard. Miro dragged me across the floor toward the open door. I beg you! Help me! I'm being dragged, y'all. Oh, look at those talons! Oh my god. Me thinking I was done? Wrong. Look at this crazy motherfucker, bro. Hey, Klaus. You've got a nice dinner waiting. Finally. I've had it with your fucking soups. Seriously, I thought you liked them. They taste like complete shit. You became a wonderful dinner. Nom nom! Hopefully he started from the bottom. So. Alright, let's try something else. Let's do... silence? Usually people start shouting, calling for help, begging. As if that helps them. But you're silent. Interesting. I pressed my lips together, words got stuck in my throat, not because I was afraid to speak, but because I didn't know what to say. I felt his gaze on me like a heavy, cold hand. But here's the catch. I'm not the kind of person you can just ignore. Uh-huh. Silence is also an answer, and I don't like it. I think continuing to stay silent is a great decision. Miro walks around the chair. His steps growing slower. He stops, crossing his arms over his chest, and looks at me. His indifference begins to turn into boredom. The tension that had been building with each passing second now feels strangely broken. Well, this isn't even funny anymore. Are you really going to sit there and stay silent? Seriously? You know, usually by this point, someone is already begging for mercy. Or at least tries to tell me to go to hell. But you're not even trying. Yeah. Fine, you won. If you can even call it that. Miro waves his hand in the air, as if struggling off responsibility. Oh, shrugging, whoopsies. I'll turn off your light. Stay here. Think about your behavior. Uh-oh. Miro left, slamming the door behind him. This is a test. You're testing me. Go here. Look at him. He's so silly right here. Call him. Miro, come back. I'm sorry. Finally came to your senses? Okay, finally ask what's going on. No. The room plunged into darkness. The silence becomes almost deafening. The room plunged into darkness. Oh, okay. The silence almost deafening, yeah. Do not jump scare me. I will kill you. Oh, this is the story of a person named D. Oh, that's me! D was quiet. An unusual person. an unusual person, or rather, a person with the amazing gift of doing absolutely nothing. This talent shone particularly bright in the dark, empty room, just like this one. Sitting in the darkness, tied up, deprived of any chance to influence her fate, she did the only thing. Oh, Dee did the only thing possible. Nothing. No attempt to speak, no chance to shout anything. Not even the slightest movement. And you know what? It was incredibly boring. Many people in such a situation would try to change something. Talk, scream, maybe even cry. But not Dee. Oh no, Dee was above all that. She just sat there, like a monument to endless passivity. So, what awaits Dee next? Darkness? Oblivion? Or maybe, finally, the long-awaited salvation? No, none of that. All that awaits her hero is emptiness. Absolute, pure emptiness. And at this moment, I even start to wonder, why am I still telling this story? What's the point? If the main character chose to do nothing, why am I, the poor, forgotten voice, forced to maintain any tension? But you're still here. You're still sitting. Maybe you know something I don't. Maybe silence is the key to a great truth. Or perhaps you just want to prove that no one, not even me, can make you speak. Oh, I get it. You're waiting for the secret ending. Let's see where it is. Not here. Maybe over here? No. All right. It never existed. You know what? I'm tired. You sit. I leave. Have a good day. Or night. Although, in the dark, I guess it doesn't matter. Are you serious? Miro, come back, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. It just goes right back. I'm not mad though. I love this. Kick him and then try to attack him. We could scream and then be silent. It's so easy to make a deal with you. I pressed my lips together and hunched my head into my shoulders. I don't understand anything. Sit tight, I'll be right back. I need to prepare. Don't go anywhere. I'll be quick. Oh my god. I thought that was gonna take me back to where he changed his clothes. How funny. I need to get out of here. Oh! I started looking around trying to find something useful. But there was nothing here that could help me in any way. Suddenly I noticed a box of discs standing by the wall. It seemed like they were music discs. It's hard to see them from here, but judging by the posters, it's definitely not snuff. I wanted to think that way. I heard footsteps from behind and immediately turned my gaze towards the wall in front. What are you doing here? I have some good news for you. I can't even imagine. Oh my god. The knives just keep getting bigger and bigger. Like, come on now. A client has been found who is eager to buy your finger phalanges. What? Oh, my fingers cut off? I briefly shuddered. What? There is more! I thought this game was gonna be quick. To my surprise, it's not. But I'm intrigued. So really, if I like it, I will sit here for as long as I need to. I don't give a fuck. So, let's ask about the discs. Are these music discs? Yes, you're very observant. Do you, like music? Miro looked at me with curiosity. Yes, I've gathered my favorite bands in this box. I also love music. Really? He put the knife away. At least he lowered the knife. Yes, I love different bands. Like Tame Impala. Did you know it's just one guy? Like, that's crazy work. So, you'll easily answer a simple question. I'll name 4 bands. Which one plays rock? Wait a minute! I'm gonna try to pick everything, and I'm basically gonna cheat because I actually want to do this right. But like, I am cheating, so really I'm not doing it right. I'm just doing it. Whatever. That one. I saw Miro's eyes gleam. He slowly moved the box of discs to his feet and bent down to grab one of them. He carefully opened one of the transparent cases and took it out of the desk. Oh, that's my arm! That's so cool. He twirled it in his hand and sighed loudly. You know, I was happy at first, thinking we could have a heart-to-heart about music. But I don't like being deceived. Oh my god. Especially in music. Okay, so I got it wrong. This is not rock. This is a mistake! I wasn't lying! You should have thought earlier. Miro grabbed me by the hair and pulled me towards him. He swung the hand holding the disc. You died, you're bad at music. He killed me with the disc! Oh my god, that was so cool. Do it again. Reckless, no regrets. Miro looked calm. Well, he did the rest of the time. You had 2 other groups to choose from and you picked this one? What do you mean 2 other groups? There was like 3. Oh, there is 2. Whoopsies. I don't understand. Is he happy or not? I don't know whether you guessed right or not. This is really rock. It is? I held back from sighing with relief. Miro stepped away from me and walked over to the box of discs, then bent down and picked one up. He twirled it in his hand and paused to think. So many memories of this band. What do you think of it? I like this band. I don't like this band. Let's do that. To be honest, I don't really like this band. I listened to them before, but after the band broke up, I lost interest. I see. They were not bad. Yes, I like their album Past the End. That's the last album, right? Well, there was supposed to be another one. I don't remember the exact title, and does it even matter? Why are you so sure they were supposed to release another album? Because many bands have albums prepared in advance. And also I played in it. Oh shit! Are you kidding? Are you saying I was kidnapped by a member of Reckless and No Regrets? This sounds really weird, but Miro does resemble the lead singer of that band. Only fatter? Oh! Rude! I don't really like remembering the past. After the band broke up, I stopped talking to everyone except Morgan. As far as I remember, he was their drummer. But then we stopped talking. We talked about music, life, and sometimes drank together. Even though I hate that band, I still decided to keep a photo from our tour to the neighboring city as a memory. Why are you telling me all this? True. For what? Shall we get back to the matter? Oh god, I forgot he has a knife. Oh, she has a knife? I don't think that's right. Stop! Let's better. How about we discuss music? Miro suddenly looked more satisfied. Seriously? Yeah, I want to talk about music. How glad I am to hear that. My gosh. He suddenly pushed the disc aside and grabbed my chair, then wheeled me to the table. Are you serious? In front of me is a can of soup. Oh, was a can of soup. Miro just disappeared somewhere around the corner. Miro? Oh my god. Uh-oh. How long have I been waiting for this? Oh gosh. I'll start with... Oh my god! Not so fast! Oh my gosh. My government name? You. What the hell? Oh my f***. Oh, he loves jazz. Ooh. Especially old recordings. There's something elusive in them. In general, yeah. I'm a music lover. By the way, you're cute. Maybe we can chat about something else? I don't really feel like it. Come on, don't be like that. Ask me something. Anything. Favorite song, first kiss, favorite color, shoe size? Yeah, actually, let's get that shoe size. No, really, I don't want to. I guess you didn't get it. I want you to ask me something. Anything. Any question. This... Come on. Oh my god. Ask something before I twist your neck. Oh my god. Alright. I'll think of something to ask. How wonderful. And I'll be happy to answer. What's this? What's that? What is that? What is that? Whatever, I'll just do that. Are you afraid of something? Why didn't you start a new band? Wanna be friends? Are you afraid of death? What's your favorite color? None of these say shoe size, by the way. Let's do that one. What is this? Oh. Whoa. Everyone is afraid of something. Some admit it, while others pretend they are not. But you know, silence is one thing, but emptiness? When you have no one to talk to, no one to look at, when there's not even anyone who could hate you. What nonsense. Why even ask something like that? You asked me to ask something else. Why didn't you start a new band? Curious question. You love music, right? Wouldn't it make sense to just find new people? Imagine this. You sculpt a statue, pour your soul into it, perfect it, and then someone breaks it. And now they expect you to just make a new one. As if the first one didn't mean anything. But you could create something new, maybe even better. You're too idealistic. Besides, you know, I've been playing music for too long to now listen to false notes. You're just afraid that no one can replace your old band? Replacement? No. No one should replace it. It's just, I don't want to build something, knowing that one day it will break again. Okay. Let's add something else. Want to be friends? Be friends? Well, yes, since you're keeping me here anyway, maybe it's better to at least try to find some common ground? How interesting. You're the first one who's offered me something like that. But friendship is trust. Do you trust me? You know my government name. What am I gonna do? If I trust you, I wouldn't be tied up, right? So you're smart as well, I like that. I bet you do. But friendship isn't just words, it's actions. Could you prove your loyalty to me? Yes. Could you? Good answer. Let's see if you can prove it. Oh, it's orange! It's changing color! Are you afraid of death? Death? I think it comes to everyone. What's there to fear if it's inevitable? But aren't you afraid of disappearing? I suppose it's not disappearing. That's scary. But the thought that people will forget how you lived, that's what really scares me. Are you afraid that you'll be forgotten? Maybe I'd rather leave with some impact than be a forgotten shadow. And how do you want to be remembered? At least let someone say I was interesting. That's already a win. That was very interesting. Okay. What's your favorite color? Depends on my mood. Today, it's a rich red. Why? Because it looks great on white wallpaper. Are you talking about blood? You have such strange thoughts. What if I'm just an artist? Imagine. A stroke here, splashes there, real expression. Can you even draw? Not yet, but maybe I'll try today. Oh shit. Bro. Wait, what if I ended the conversation early? Miro is silent for a while, just staring at me. In his gaze, there's something new, something that wasn't there before. Wait. Okay, I already saved at the question, so I guess I didn't really need to do that, but I thought it was important to do this. You're an interesting person, you know? I have time to answer. His voice is soft. I don't have time, whoopsies. His voice is soft, but there's a hidden depth in it that sends a shiver down my spine. Miro quietly stood up from the table. He slowly approached me, his steps remarkably soft, almost invisible. Miro lowered his gaze to my chair, leaning slightly and unexpectedly grabbing grabbed the back of it. His fingers tightened around the wood, and I felt a slight tension in the air. I felt him gently but firmly pull me out from the table. Under the table. The chair scraped across the floor, and my hand, still bound to it, prevented me from moving. I tried to break free, but it was useless. Miro dragged me, ignoring my attempts to resist, and I felt each movement becoming more tense. He continued dragging the chair until he reached the bed. Miro stopped, and in the silence that settled between us, I felt his breath quicken slightly. Okay, so that was just kind of like, what am I looking for? What's the word? I don't know, whatever. It was basically, it was just a meter. When my hands were freed, I didn't even have time to realize the freedom. He roughly grabbed me by the shoulder and shoved me into the bed. Really? Miro, what are you? Oh my god, not that face. Not that face. He tilted his head slightly as if my words were nothing more than an empty sound to him. I liked you. Liked? Past tense? Oh, just kill me. He leaned closer, his palms... Sorry. His palms sliding over my arms, slowly, almost gently, as if testing how I would react. Relax. I got you. I won't hurt you. Don't lie to me, motherfucker. Look at all those cats. Oh my gosh. Like, bro. The figure is crazy. His hands slowly pulled away from my shoulders, and the air between us became heavier, as if the room itself was watching what was happening. Miro straightened, not taking his eyes off me, and slowly grabbed the edge of his t-shirt. His movements were smooth, almost lazy, as if he knew how each of his actions affected me. He pulled the t-shirt over his head slowly, savoring the moment. The fabric fell to the floor with a soft rustle. Miro threw the t-shirt aside without even looking at it. His attention was focused solely on me. He took a step forward, looming over me, and I felt the bed creak slightly under his weight. Twin-size bed, by the way. No, no, no! D. You remind me of an old toy, you know, the soft ones with big eyes. But toys don't scream. You're not gonna yell, right? Totally. Quiet as a mouse. I promise. It's me and you against the world, buddy. I tried to swallow the lump of fear, but the words got stuck in my throat. Things are different with you. Very different, yes. I like you. And you know, that's rare. I usually don't keep anyone around for this long. His fingers gently brushed my cheek, but in that touch, there was a threat hidden beneath a thin layer of tenderness. So, don't ruin everything. Got you. With each of his breaths, the air around us became thicker and hotter, and I could feel his chest lightly trembling from his breathing, as if he himself were experiencing this moment with some wild satisfaction. My eyes couldn't tear away from his face, but I couldn't understand what exactly was hidden behind his gaze. It seemed like he couldn't decide what to do next. I got a couple ideas. There's no rush or aggression in Miro's gestures, only uncertainty mixed with something in his gaze. His hand moved down, and I felt his fingers barely touch the fabric of my clothes before tightening it. As if he were thinking. Thinking B, perhaps? I freeze, feeling his touch grow more confident. His hand, leaving my waist, now slides upward, its movements more incessant. Miro, almost smiling, continues, his fingers tightening as he slowly removes my outer clothing. What was that? I didn't know what Oh, I do know what language it is, but it's like, what is it? What if I did it? What? I pressed it. Uh-oh. Huh? Miro's voice carried an unexpected note of confusion. Well, I get it. You're probably not ready for my charisma. That's what you call it? He jumps slightly to the side, scanning the room, then looks back at me. The atmosphere in the room becomes strangely tense, as if all this had suddenly fallen upon us. I thought you were ready for something more, but I guess I was wrong. Anyway, aren't you resisting? I like this. You understand I'm not your enemy. Nope, you're my friend. But you know... Sorry. It was slightly funny, and then... It's still funny. Yeah, regular sex has never really been my thing. Too much physical. Too little spectacle. He hummed, as if recalling something silly. But I have toys. That's yours? Oh my gosh! I thought it was the other guys. I thought he was a freak. He's mean too. Like, way meaner than I thought. Rude. But hey. To me too, buddy. Me too. But but I have toys, vibrators, colors, balls, and lots more. My favorite thing in this collection is this little cat girl outfit. Perfect. I'm ready to wear. Everything's so cute, so delicate. He looks like the embodiment of everything I could tear apart. Break. Very contradictory, huh? He sighed dreamily. Anyway, these little things will do everything for me. I'll just sit next to you and watch you squirm. What? A disgustingly satisfied smirk played on Miro's lips. I told you. I like you. What? You have gotta be kidding. I thought you were ready for something else, but I guess I was wrong. Got you. He shrugged as if apologizing for his discomfort. Sorry. And slightly spread his arms as if imagining himself on stage. No, then no. He actually stops, though. It didn't even cross my mind. Whatever the word was, I don't know what it was, but whatever it did, it stopped him. So, yeah. You're an interesting one. He smirked again, but there was a slight irony in his voice, as if he had lost some interest in what was happening before. Seriously? Did he change his mind so quickly? Well, if you don't want to, let's just watch TV? Watch TV? Miro stepped toward me, taking my hand as if not noticing the previous tension in the room. The TV murmurs quietly. What is that stain back there? Was that the chair I was sitting in? So, I'm sorry. The TV murmurs quietly in the background, but I no longer pay attention to what's happening. Miro sits next to me, sprawled on the couch, with a cigarette in his fingers. Is he seriously watching this dull show? This looks like a fevered dream. Oh, you scared me a little bit. Have you ever noticed that Canadians are so polite? Almost to the point of nausea. You're walking down the street, accidentally bump into someone, and they go, "Oh, sorry." "Oh, no. Oh, sorry for bumping into you." Once at the post office, I fell on a guy, and he even helped me up and brought me coffee. Damn, you fell on top of him? Shit, lucky guy. Although I did break his rib. Lucky guy still. Oh, next show? Is this an attempt at friendly conversation after everything he's done? What was that? I guess it was just a scene change. Look, this is the moment when Gabby caught Carlos, a classic. You're like really funny. I like you a lot. Stop doing stuff. You're so freaky. Yo, something's wrong with him, y'all. You know what I love about this series? No one here is innocent, just like in real life. He must be joking. You know, I'm a terrible person, right? And I like it, to the point of a shiver. Realizing that I'm a fucking asshole and doing nothing about it. You know why? No? Tell me. Miro pauses for a moment, as if giving me a chance to guess. But I don't even want to know. Because I'm an asshole. Miro? Why didn't you continue? What are you talking about? I'm scared. I'm scared. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm scared. You got me. About sex. You could have... Oh, that's what you're talking about. I'm not interested in that. Okay. You'll scream, scratch, cry. Maybe some asshole would enjoy that. That's not my thing. Can you stop? What's happening? Why? Am I seriously asking him things like this? I think I'm losing my mind, right? Like, why you even... Whatever. Loud noises irritate me. It's absurd. People will scream anyway. It's annoying. I don't want to constantly shove something in their mouths to make them shut up. Okay. So if I didn't scream, you would... No. I have no interest in that. I guess that word meant scream. What the fuck? I quietly exhaled, but his gaze was still fixed on me. But you know this? D. It doesn't mean I'll let you go. You're now part of my life. And that means I'll decide how long you live. 2 days, a week, a month. He smiles. This smile, unnatural. Calm. Like someone who has already made up their mind. Anyway, make yourself at home. You're alive for now? Oh my god. Guys. That might be scarier than him just actually assaulting me. Like, what the f? He's like, oh no, I'm not interested in that. I'll just keep you. But you'll never know when you're gonna die. Okay. Like, what? Creepazoid. Let's do this. No, not this. I'm sorry. This part with the discs. You can ask about it. Start twitching and shouting. I didn't even see that there. Carpenter Brett. Miro, humming to himself, pulled the box of discs closer and began rummaging through it. His fingers slowly sifted through the plastic discs. No, cases, sorry! Nails scratching their smooth surface. Here it is. He pulled out one of the discs. On the cover, aggressive neon light, stylized figures like cutouts from an old VHS horror film. This band. Miro thoughtfully spun the disc in his hands, looking at it as though recalling old times. Interesting guys. They're inspired by 80s soundtracks, but with such meaty sound, electronic drive, a bit of rock, but you know, without the guitar frenzy. Was that right? Miro sighed, tilting his head to the side as if examining me from a new angle. But you weren't thinking about that, right? He smiled softly. This isn't rock. This is electronic. Oh my god. Something in the tone of his voice made my stomach tighten. And you know, this is even funny. Miro didn't take his eyes off me. You chose electronic, and electronic is electricity. You don't... So why don't we play out this coincidence to the fullest? What? He stood up, stretching, and headed toward the cabinet. I didn't even have time to figure out what he was looking for before I heard the click of metal and a soft sound of a cable being unwound. Electricity. Oh my god. Stop! No more electricity! Miro returned, thick wires with clips at the ends wriggling in his hands. A great invention of humanity. Without it, there would be no music like this. No discs, like the ones we were sifting through, sorry. I'm not French. And you know, there wouldn't be all these random accidents. The ropes on my wrists and ankles wouldn't even allow me to sit up. Guys. Dang, man. Shit. Man. Man. Calm down. Miro lowered himself next to me. Just catch a whiff. What does he smell like? Attaching one of the clips to my hand. My hand? Sorry. I felt the cold metal. He attached the second clip to my hand. 1, 2. So you've already become part of the electronic rhythm. Oh my gosh. I breathed quickly, trying to regain control of my body. This game is fun. I like this. You bastard! Stop! But he had no intention of stopping. Shh. This is just the beginning. The real music is just starting. Let's add a beat. Guy is hilarious. Alright. I arched my back, groaning softly. Please stop! Bass. Dark spots dance before my eyes. And now... vocals? No, there wouldn't be vocals in electronic. Miro moved closer. His voice became gentle, almost tender. The final chord. Death! Almost! It kind of drained slower that time. Wonderful performance. You died. You were a decent guide. Nice. This game. Alright, if we ask about the discs, we get all of everything else. We got all the cool stuff. We're just gonna say, I don't know. I see. So you lied. What? No, you said you love music. You love bands, don't you? You didn't even bother to guess. It was a simple question. One. Just one. There was no answer in his voice, only disappointment. Scary. Cold. I wonder. Did you lie because you wanted to seem interesting? Or did you just think I'd swallow any nonsense if you said it with a sincere face? I just panicked. But you know what's upsetting? I really just wanted to chat a bit. Though I suppose it's my fault too. I asked too tough a question. For such an expert, right? He leaned in closer, his voice softening to almost a whisper. But don't worry, I'm not angry. Just disappointed. That's worse. And how do I express this disappointment now? Words aren't enough. Trust is fragile. And it's like fingers, easily broken. So let's start with your pinky. Just symbolically. Oh! The blade pierced the base of my pinky. Pain struck me like a fiery flash, my breath caught. And the world narrowed down to this one moment. Enough! Finger didn't pass out right away. Ugh. The blade got stuck on the bone. Oh damn, it got stuck. Let me just wrench it in there. Miro pressed harder on the handle and then on the blade. Ugh! The knife sliced through the remaining cartilage, and the little finger disappeared. Pain shattered my consciousness. Tears welled up in my eyes. Blood gushed onto the countertop, flowed down my wrist, dripping onto the floor. Well, there goes one. Miro raised the bloodied finger, examining it as if it were some kind of prize. And someone actually ordered this. He mockingly raised my finger in front of my face. Seriously, what is he gonna do with it? Dry it? Wear it? Frame it? People can be damn strange. People? I breathed heavily, each breath sending dull pain through me, and dark spots swam before my eyes. Whatever, it's not my business. He took my trembling palm and roughly pressed it back against the armrest. Have you ever played knife games? Yes. It's a fun game where you quickly stab the knife between your fingers, but if you miss, you run the blade across my skin. leaving a thin line of blood. It's going to be very unpleasant. Oh my god. Oh, ouch. It hurts. Stop it. Oh my gosh. Oh, it hurts. Miro, please stop. I can't read that. It hurts. Stop. Enough. No, yeah, no. Oh wait, well. Ow. Miro, please, I'll do anything, please. Just stop. Miro froze, as if thinking. Tears flow down my cheeks, my lips tremble. Each breath feels like a rusty nail in my chest. Miro stops, blinks, looks at me, and as if he's seeing me for the first time, I asked not to scream. You did? He raises the knife, his gaze becomes glassy. Why can't we do everything in silence? I don't know. My head is already splitting from your screams. Oops. I hope I'm not late. What the fuck is that? Long time no see. Sorry, but I couldn't miss this conclusion. It was all building to the finale. And you're thinking again. Come on, stab her right in the eye. I'm already working. Work? You call that work? She's screaming like a kettle on the stove. And you want to leave that unfinished? I wanted to, and then you came and ruined the moment. They both have... Ugh, how boring. Is everything always about murder? What's wrong? We do this all the time. Exactly. Try something new. Like spend an evening with her. Well, at least before she dies. We're not on a date. We're in a horror story. So what? Miro, think about it. You always get rid of everyone you bring here. What about Sergey and Klaus? Klaus lives here, and Sergey is our... I don't know what that is. But that's not the point. Wait. Are you suggesting we leave her? You're crazy. Why? Suffocate. Cut off the tongue. Then take to the forest and bury. Well, if we want to die alone, then sure. That's a good plan. Stop! Shut up! Cut her! That's it! She's screaming. It's already too late. Quickly, cleanly, effectively. Guys, quiet. Look at her. In her eyes, fear. In her tears, poetry. She's perfect for, well, at least one evening, right? You ruin everything. You ruin everything every time. Last week, everybody gave you freedom. This time it's my turn. Oh, this time it's my turn. Yeah, cry. Miro, go ahead. Knife right in the throat. Rip her guts out. Or invite on a date. Are you crazy? Definitely not. Miro agrees with me. Miro, maybe you decide for yourself what to do. Kill D, just be normal for one evening. What is this game? Like, I don't know. Let's agree with the pink one. Just be normal. Did he stop? I thought, why not spend the evening in a civilized way? You deserve it. You actually held up quite well. You cut off my fingers a few minutes ago. He placed a can of tomato soup in front of me, looking too perfect, as if it had just been taken out of some factory packaging. There was nothing natural about it, nothing human. Here, take it. Soup. For dinner. I think you'll appreciate it. You're probably hungry. You need some sustenance to not starve. It's tasty, right? You kidnapped me. Cut off my fingers. And now you're offering me soup? Let me help you. It must be hard to hold a spoon. It hurts. My wounds throb. I can barely breathe. And you want to have a picnic? You don't appreciate the effort? It's hurtful, you know. He didn't wait for an answer. He simply scooped up the thick crimson sludge with a spoon and brought it to my lips. The smell was metallic, not like food, like something wrong. How many bodies did you tear apart before you found that tomato flavor? Miro smirked. Not immediately. First, he froze, then let out a crooked, humble laugh of his. You sure know how to ruin the atmosphere. I wanted to make the evening special, and you're ruining everything. You really don't know how to do this, do you? He froze, slowly, lowered the spoon back to the can, turned to me, not with malice, not threatening, just confused. Being romantic, doing something normal, everything you do feels like a copy-paste, like in the movies, but wrong. He was silent, and for the first time in all this time, he looks like a puppeteer, or like a person. Oh, he looked not like a puppeteer, but like a person. Slightly offended, slightly broken. I tried. And in these two words, there's no sarcasm, no mockery, just a fact. Defenseless, almost childlike. I see. Just, you don't have to try so hard, not by force. He stared at the can, then back at me. For the first time, not with interest, not with hunger, not with a glint of playfulness in his eyes. If you knew how many times I redid everything until it was right, and it still wasn't right. Oh my god. I didn't know what to say. I just watched, and for some reason I felt a little sorry. You're strange, Miro. I looked at him, not with horror, not with anger, just differently. Probably fatigue, or something else that no longer wanted to resist. Do you want me to help you? He raised his head in surprise. Help me? With the date? You really tried. It just turned out strange. Miro was silent, as if he didn't believe it. Are you kidding? No. No, I'm serious. I even smiled, for real. Or maybe almost. Let this moment, even for a second, not be a nightmare, but something else. Come on. You put on the music and I'll try to forget I'm missing a couple fingers. You're crazy. Well, it seems like we're standing for each other. So. He smirked, and it was so strange. Seeing how he suddenly stopped being a horror, a monster, a threat. Just a person longing for someone to understand him. I have an old disc. Jazz. Want it? I want to. Wait, did it say it? Yeah. I want to, just don't tell me there's something about death and death there too. He laughed, genuinely. I didn't know why all of this was happening. Why I was smiling. But right now, for this moment, I didn't care. Just, let's spend this evening. No fear, no blood. Like people. Alright, like people. To be continued is crazy. That actually wasn't that bad. Blood dripped onto the floor, slowly. One drop at a time, as if it was deliberately slowed down. Miro had been talking to himself the whole time. I could barely feel my hands, only the pulse in my ears, and the voice. Straight to the throat, instantly, huh? As you say. Gah! My breath catches. Blood poured from my throat, and a rasp escaped my lips. Miro heard it. He smiles, disgustingly, breathing heavily. Are you still alive? You still want to fight? Go ahead, I'm watching. Every movement, sorry, brings pain. But worst of all, it's his gaze. He looks at me as if I'm nothing more than a toy. Is this pathetic? I expected more. Anyway, it was nice to meet you. Ah. The choice was not in your favor. It was for a little bit. Alright, we finished that. This part here, we could scream. Oh no, wait, we could just not scream. Each cut was precise, methodical. The knife slid across my skin like butter. My body began to betray me. My arms went numb. My eyelids grew heavy, as if filled with lead. I felt my blood quickly leaving behind a burning cold. Miro gently held my hand, as if afraid of dropping me. Quiet, quiet, see? You're already losing color. Beautiful. I tried to move, but the ropes dug into my skin, and all strength finally left me. Black spots danced before my eyes. Don't rush, just a little longer. The last thing I saw was his calm gaze, his green eyes gleaming in the dim light, reflecting my death. The darkness slowly covered me completely. The client will be satisfied. Great. Alright. Well, finished all that. Next is... what's this? Oh, I like this band. What did I say? When I said I don't like it, what happened? Oh. We sat together and started eating. Let's say I like it. I forgot to go back to this. Miro slowly turned his head. His gaze becomes empty for a moment. Seriously? It was as if he said it not to me, but to himself. Like something didn't quite add up. You really listened to it? Well, yeah, they're atmospheric. Why do you ask? They left me, every single one of them, the day before the concert. I went out alone, in front of a crowd. In front of the crowd that had been waiting for the whole band. I played everything we rehearsed, alone. So yeah, their music sounds good, especially if you close your ears. I wonder, darling, if you knew that every chord hides a betrayal, would you still like how they sound? Why are you telling me all this? True, for what? Shall we get back to the matter? Oh god. I forgot he has a knife. Okay, we end up here anyways. Let's come back here. We did the discs. We're finished with the disc route. Let's just do silence. I watched Miro in horror. He thoughtfully ran his thumb along the blade of the heavy chef's knife, as if testing its sharpness. Calm, relaxed. He looked as if he was simply preparing to slice a steak. But he wasn't going to slice a steak. He was going to slice my fingers. Miro, please don't. You finally spoke. Nice. He leaned closer, and I could feel his warm breath, laced with tobacco and something sweet. Blood froze in my veins as his fingers gripped my wrist. He roughly pressed my hand to the armrest and smiled. Have you ever wondered what would happen if something were missing from you? Miro sharply spread my fingers, pressing them against the cold wood. I squeezed my eyes shut. Don't you dare close your eyes. Look! I just sniffled. He raised the knife above himself. The blade pierced the base of my pinky. Pain struck me like a fiery flash. My breath caught, and the world narrowed down to this one moment. Enough! Finger didn't pass out right away. We just end up here! Wow! We just end up here faster. Okay, let's start twitching. Don't cut my fingers! Please? I thought I asked you to be quiet. What? How are you gonna be like, oh, I'm happy you spoke, and then... Bro. Miro's voice is calm, but there's a cold irritation in it. He steps closer as if enjoying my fear. Why would anyone want my fingers? Let me go, you sick bastard! The scream bounces off the walls, growing louder like an echo. Yeah, panic increases, and my voice betrays me. Cracking. Miro lowers the knife with a light laugh. You scream as if someone's going to help. No one's coming. No one will hear you. He waits for a pulse, watching me squirm. His smirk widens. I'll have to help you, be quiet. His gaze becomes icy. Miro slowly turns and walks to the kitchen, grabbing a kitchen knife on the way. He already had one! He's gonna grab another one? The sound of the cabinet door slamming shut is heard, followed by the dull clinking of metal objects. The footsteps fade. For a moment, the room is filled with dead silence. My heart is pounding wildly. I can't wait any longer. Fear freezes in my throat. Where did you go? You're just trying to scare me. The words sound pathetic. I hate myself with his trembling voice. Hello? Miro returns with an immersive blender in his hands. He holds it by the handle, like a knife. Whoa. This... Oh my god. My brother uses that to cook red beans and rice. Oh my gosh. The shiny metal gleams in the dim light of the lamp, a smile on his face. This is definitely different, very unique, but it's full of hatred and sadistic pleasure. Well look, I thought this would be a perfect way to calm down noisy ones like you. Not on my face! He approaches me, gripping the handle of the device tightly. His movements are slow, as if he's enjoying every second of my fear. You can't do this. You wouldn't dare! He doesn't answer. His grin widened. Miro brings the blender close to my face. It's as if he wants to observe how my fear shows in the smallest details. The hum of the hand blender cut through the grave silence. The mechanical sound of the motor trembling in the air like a harbinger of horror. The blade spun at a devilish speed. The silver gleam, reflecting in the dim light. Let's check. Shame. The blade sank into the flesh, and with the first touch, blood splattered in all directions, settling on the walls, the floor, and Miro's face. The fabric tore with a snap, as if thick paper was being ripped, and underneath it, the living, pulsing flesh was revealed. The blood clogged my airways, gushing from the torn arteries. My eyes rolled back, and my body jerked convulsively, like a puppet being torn apart. The blades dug deeper, sliding off the bones, shattering them into sharp fragments. The flesh was no longer whole. It turned into something amorphous, right? Yeah, shapeless, a red mess. What the fuck? Ha! Bloody Mary? Or maybe better, Bloody D? What the fuck? Miro turned you into a smoothie. You better drink it too. Don't waste it. Oh, I forgot about the ending the conversation early. Let's do wanna be friends? And then end the conversation. Miro stays silent for a while, just looking at me. In his gaze, there's something new, something that wasn't there before. You're an interesting person. I don't have time to answer. His voice is soft, but it carries a hidden depth that sends a shiver down my spine. Oh wait. Okay, no, it's different, it's different. Miro quietly stood up from the table. He slowly approached me. His steps surprisingly soft, almost invisible. He lowered his gaze to my chair, leaned slightly, and suddenly grabbed it by the backrest. His fingers tightened around the wooden frame. I felt how he gently but firmly pulled me away from the table. The chair scraped against the floor, and my hands, still tied to it, wouldn't let me move. I tried to break free, but it was useless. Miro dragged me, ignoring my attempts to resist. He kept dragging the chair until he reached the bed. Wait, what? How is this how is this different? This is the same. I'm gonna do it again, but because there's two phases of the heart in the corner. It's the one with the knife in it when you end the when you ask everything and then, you know? And then there's one where the heart turns like slightly orange. So, I want to see. Miro stopped, and in silence that fell between us, his breathing grew a little heavier. When my hands were freed, I didn't even have time to realize my freedom. He roughly grabbed my shoulder and shoved me onto the bed. What are you? I don't understand why I'm here. Please let me go. Sometimes people are so simple, even when they think they know more than they actually do. So wait, as long as you get the CD right, that's it? He simply tilted his head, as if my words were nothing more than empty sound to him. I liked you. Okay. Have you ever thought about what it's like to be a toy in someone else's hands? To have no control over your own life? Never thought about it? And yet it's even funny. Hello? You're just like everyone else, unable to understand how easy it is to drown in this sweet ignorance. He slowly leaned toward me and almost tenderly ran his hand over my stomach. His palm was warm, too warm. I flinched, but he just giggled. Don't be afraid. I want to test something. Hello? What? Something cold touched me where it shouldn't have. Miro kept smiling. I jerked away, but his hands were too strong. And then, pressure. Oh my gosh. Wow. Y'all, it's the infected pony AU. That's the music that's playing right now. Just imagine it. It's probably gonna be removed. Just imagine it. Something hard was slowly forcing its way inside. My eyes widened. My breath caught. Miro, please. How fascinating. He spoke softly, thoughtfully, like he was examining a new mechanism. I tried to break free, but his grip only tightened. A slick, cold sensation inside. Something moved, stretched, wormed its way deeper. And then, pain. Sharp, like 1,000 rusty nails. As if something was being torn apart from the inside. But it only amused him. I heard him chuckle. You're surprisingly warm. Once again, that's how bodies work. His hand caught on something. His fingers closed. I felt it so clearly, as if he had grasped my very heart and pulled. Did he rip open my stomach with his bare hands? Black spots danced before my eyes. Miro leaned in closer. You know. What? My damn dog, bro. I think that's supposed to say you were beautiful in that moment. Miro tore your guts. He did! How? With his bare hands? Oh my god. Yo. That's insane. Are you serious? Wow. 1 second, guys. My mom's calling. Bro, that was literally crazy. Let's see what happens when you ask 2 questions and then end the conversation. Oh my god. Okay. 1 or 2 questions is not good. So let's do 1 question, 2 questions, 3 questions. Well, at least you're not the most boring conversationalist. Great. No skipping. Let us do this. Miro stood up from the table, stretching lazily, and ran a hand through his hair. He looked neither irritated nor angry, so middle ground. Rather disappointed. I didn't have time to say anything before he stepped closer and untied the ropes before I could react. For a moment, I thought it was by chance, but as soon as I moved, he grabbed me by the wrist. Don't be stupid. I won't, I promise. Not with the strength you have. I tried to resist, but his grip was strong, and I had almost no strength left. Miro dragged me from the kitchen further into the corridor. Let me go, you fucker! Miro opened the cupboard door and smirked. You think I'll just let you go? No, you're not interesting to me, but I'd hate to lose you. Maybe I'll want to play later. Are you completely f***ed in the head? He didn't answer. He just lightly pushed me forward. I stumbled and fell onto the dusty floor. Why is there like a bowl on the floor? The door slammed. That's a bowl, right? Sorry, the door slammed shut. Miro, open the door! I pounded on the door with my fist. A quiet chuckle came from behind the door. Whoopsies. Be good and maybe I'll let you out. Someday. Heavy footsteps moved away. The dull clank of heels echoed on the floor, slowly fading into the depths of the apartment. I clenched my teeth and turned toward the darkness. It was stuffy inside and smelled of damp and dust. You wouldn't scream. It wouldn't help anyway. Who's there? Quiet. It's me. Sergey. Or... no, I feel like that's how you say it. I could have asked, what are you doing here? But the answer was obvious. Oh, this is just the opportunity to get to talk to Sergey more. That's so cool. Let's put that there. Because we got to talk to... if I see him, I might remember his name. Klaus. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Have you been here long? Long enough to lose count. I tried to keep count at first, made marks on the wall, but gave up. What difference does it make? Are you his friend? According to him, yeah. According to me, I'm just some guy who crossed paths with a lunatic. The worst part is he actually believes I'm his friend. But that's absurd, he kidnapped you. Right. Stole me like a kid steals a toy from a classmate in kindergarten. Just because he wanted it to be his and his alone. I listened to him when we first met. He said something that got to me. And I asked, are you okay? And then I made a mistake. I heard him out. Oh, and now, as messed up as it sounds, he's convinced I'm his best friend. It sounded creepy, painful. Like someone had turned friendship inside out and mutilated it. Why are you still alive? He appreciates a good conversation. He likes it when I talk. Talk and talk and talk until he gets bored. Bastard. He's a damn monster. He's not always like that. Sometimes he can be normal, as much as that's possible. Sometimes he shows up, sits beside me, and just talks. About random stuff. Music, food, the weather outside. I noticed something strange. Whenever the topic shifts to the future or people, he always tries to change the subject. Why? I think he's afraid of being alone. But he won't admit it. Not even to himself. Sometimes he's honest, something real slips out. But he quickly hides it behind a smirk. He knows people eventually leave, so he did the only thing he could think of to stop that from happening. He stole you? Yeah. This isn't friendship. Tell him that. I'll try. Should we try to get out? Go ahead, try. Just try not to make noise when you realize there's no way out. It disturbs my sleep. Okay. You're not even trying? I did the first weeks, months, until I realized he's always one step ahead. You think he'll just leave us alone, smile, and say, oh well, good luck, guys? Don't make me laugh. He doesn't like losing things he thinks belong to him, especially people. So if you want to escape, be ready to kill him first. Enough. No more questions. Why? Because he's listening. I've said too much. I don't want to be your source of information or sympathy anymore. Do you know what's scarier than loneliness? What? Hope. Yikes. He turns away and didn't say another word. Am I really going to stay here? Am I really going to be stuck with Miro forever? Yeah. Miro is smiling, I can feel it. His voice echoes in my mind, soft, persuasive. It wraps around my thoughts, blurring fear with acceptance. I don't know what's more terrifying, to die or to stay here with him forever. What if everybody started getting used to it? You're alive. You became one of his skeletons in the closet. How big is that closet? Okay, next one. We could do 3 questions, right? And then ask one more and then see what happens. Okay, yeah. We just end up in the closet. As long as we don't do 1 question or 2 questions, we're good. But there's also, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. So if you do 1 question to end the conversation, you get that crazy looking ending. If you do 2 questions and end the conversation, you get that crazy looking ending again. 3 is a nice middle ground, so he just puts you in the closet. 4, also puts you in the closet. But all 5, that gets you the bed, but it gets you that one. And the creepy version of it, where you scream and then he just stops. Which, that one, I don't know. That was a little scary. Just a little bit. Anyways, thank you so much for whoever told me to play this. I literally could not find like the actual username and everything, which sucks. I want to pay my respects. Also, the person who showed me Big Bad Dogs too. Both of those games had me sitting here for hours just laughing and just enjoying myself. It was just so good. I thank you guys so much. This one is, yeah. If it actually does end up getting an update, I'm definitely gonna play it. Because the to be continued parts, I'm intrigued. But either way, if you guys enjoyed this as much as I did, a like would be very much appreciated. Of course, subscribe for more because I love this game. So, and with all of that being said, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, my loves.